Right. Well, Byron, I suppose it's inevitable we're talking to you today because it's a game against your old club. How do you regard your year at Wimbledon?
I don't know how to sum it up into words really. Started off pretty bad. It ended better. You know, they saw good and bad points. There's not much else I can really say about it. You know, it wasn't the best time that I've had in football, but it wasn't the worst. You know. Yeah.
So would you say actually that in your senior career, Stevenage, Wimbledon, Cheltenham, that your path has gone on an upward graph?
Of course, because I always want progression. So hence the reason I moved. Well, when I thought I was going from Stevenage to Wimbledon, even though I dropped down a league, I thought Wimbledon is a club with massive potential. So that's definitely the move I wanted to make at the time. And when I moved to Cheltenham, it's definitely the move I wanted to make at the time. So yeah, I have no regrets.
In terms of going back there, what sort of a reception do you think you'll get?
That's hard to know. You know, I'm not really, like I said, I don't really think about fans' reception when I'm on the pitch. You know, I kind of zone in and do what I have to do. Hopefully, it's not too bad. You know, I've got no ill feelings to Wimbledon or anyone down there. So I was looking to get about my job and help Cheltenham win the game.
Sido said in the week that you've got to make the impossible possible in order to try and get in the playoffs. Do you know what he means by that? I think it's basically win probably 6 of the last 9. I would have thought.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that's impossible. But obviously, looking at our form this season, you know, people would say it's impossible. We're on a good little run at the moment, you know, so we've proven that we can go unbeaten for, I don't know how many games it's been. I think it's been about 5 games so far. So yeah, anything's possible, you know. But you're asking me to translate Sido, so I'm not educated enough to do that.
We know you've been on the bench lately because the club say you've been managing a bit of a problem with your back. Do you think that half an hour is about as much as you can do, or do you think you can do more?
No, do you know what? That was the case straight after the Oxford game. Since then, I've seen progression, and it's eased up. It's eased up. I can definitely offer the team something from the start if called upon. I don't want to make it sound like it's too big of an injury. I'll make it more than what it is. You know, at the moment I think it's sounding a bit dramatic. It's just you know, I wanted to take care with it. I didn't want to. I wanted to prevent injury more than I was already fully injured. Like I could feel it, and it was quite disruptive, but nothing that would that I would just say would keep me to just playing 30 minutes each game.
In terms of your own form, 13 goals this season, where do you think the biggest improvement has been, and where is there still work to do?
Or to start off with the work to do. That lies in the tally you just said. You know, I feel like I can offer a lot more goals to the team, and I've just worked this year on consistency, and not just necessarily the consistency of my match play, but just the consistency of how often I get on the pitch. And you know, this is the first time I'm going through a whole season with the same team, so that in itself shows improvement. You know, I can really be happy for that.
Would you have played against Alan Bennett before? Bennett obviously was here, and he's now at the Dons.
Yeah, I played against him in the fixture earlier in the season. I think I played against him probably for Wimbledon against Cheltenham as well. Steady defender, you know, gives us all. Should be a tough opponent on the day.
And in terms of Cheltenham's form away from home this season, it's probably been, you know, it's been decent. Saying 6 wins, 6 draws away is pretty tidy. Can you further improve that?
Of course, this is what Sido was kind of getting on about. You know, to six wins from the last 9 games would be a massive improvement. So that's what we need to aim for. You know, let's start at Wimbledon and just take it game by game.
Byron, being from the Clapham Junction area, it's probably your local football league club, isn't it? Wimbledon, nearest football league club. Is that right?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Yes. So obviously,
so that was
home there.
That was partly the reason that I signed for them in the first place. You know, it was like going back home. Not that I was far away at Stevenage, but you know, everyone knows the history of AFC Wimbledon. You know, or Wimbledon itself. I don't want to call it AFC Wimbledon, but yeah, it's a fantastic club. You know, very passionate fans. You know, I haven't got too many bad words to say about the club or the fans. It just didn't work out for me, and that happens in football all the time. It doesn't mean they're not a good club or I'm not a good player. It's just circumstances. Sometimes people come together and it doesn't work. But I have a lot of respect for them, and I'll be treating them that way in the game. I'll be treating it like any other opponents I've been playing this year.
Yeah, Cheltenham came in for you during the summer, didn't they? And you thought about it, I think, and then you did actually make the move away from London. But that was quite a big thing for you, wasn't it, to come away from where you've been spent all your life, really? Yeah.
Well, firstly, the main thing I was thinking is, I want to stay here and prove my worth. So, I'm not about running and hiding and having people thinking I'm not a decent player. That isn't what I'm about. So, the first thing was to do that, and I felt like at the start of last season, I was well on my way to achieving that. Obviously, through circumstances and this opportunity here, I just felt like it wasn't one I could turn down again. Like it's very rare. Like someone keeps coming in for you, and in the end, that told. I couldn't turn down the chance to play for a team that was pushing for promotion at the time. It was an easy football decision to come here. Like I said, I don't regret the move to Wimbledon, but I definitely don't regret the move here. It was the best move for me at the time.
Yeah, you got 14 in your year at Cheltenham now, or just over a year at Cheltenham, and you said that you're particularly pleased that you've carried on scoring for a whole, after Christmas into the new year, which is something you haven't done in the last couple of seasons, have you?
Yeah, I mean, sort of documented that I keep moving in January, and that's been unsettling so far in my career. So not only to be still here, but to still be scoring is it's fantastic. That's one of the positives I'll take from the season. Obviously, I know I can score a load more, but hasn't been the best of seasons for the team in general. And I just feel like if when the team reaches its maximum, as will I. So yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Did you ever play against AFC Wimbledon when they're on their way up? When you were playing for non-league clubs in London, did you ever go there?
Yeah, we probably one time when I was at Ashford. They was probably Conference South at that time, and yeah, they were just power driving through the leagues, and they were a force, and they had their fans behind them. Their fans have been really key to their success. So obviously everyone in the local area knows or has a soft spot for Wimbledon, hence the reason I wanted to make that move. And like I said, it's just circumstances. It doesn't always work out. But
yeah, right. Speech after the game when you scored your 14th for the season.